Hello from the fairy realm. I have some cards I haven't used in a long time that I'm going to be using for you. I have my coffee here. Let me take a sip. How are you today? Bringing you a little magic into your day because I love you. Yes, I do. Hermit mode, new beginnings. You're letting go of a lot of things. Okay, these are beautiful cards. They're the Lovers Tarot. I've had them for about 35, 40 years almost. I don't even really know how many years, but I've had them for forever. And I think between 35 and 40 years. Imagine that. And they used to scare me, but now I understand them. Right? You have the Tower. So this has brought you this, but you kind of are part of the Tower because you are destroying things that have destroyed you in the past, whether it's addictions or a relationship or several relationships. I'm going to say the past 4 years have been really difficult for you. You were trying to fit yourself, and you have been for many years, like that square peg into the round hole or the round peg into the square hole. They don't fit. Don't fit. You're going back to your spirituality. Love that. Because that's where you're going to find your peace. That's where the change is going to come. The Hierophant, right? Those of you that are going through this may be working with someone who is a male figure, who is a spiritual person or a therapist or something like that, who's helping you to free yourself with the Fool card. I like that. You called a judgment on what was going on in your life, and you made a decision, or you are going to be making a decision to go into receiving help, receiving healing, doing alternative things to feel better and to release. It's really hard to let go, okay? I'm culling out things and I'm telling you I'm holding on to them while I'm trying to get rid of them. So it's not easy. And as an artist, I always think I can put it in an assemblage, but come on, enough is enough. So I'm selling some of my art equipment. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. It's hard for me. I'm a fixed sign, so even moving away is hard, you know. The Fairy Norn. Planning, patience, and cooperation. This is perfect. And you see she has a mirror there. So it's time for you to look at yourself. It's time for you to have accountability. It's time for you to detach from the dysfunction. You may have gone through things where you reacted to reactive abuse kind of thing. So you don't want to beat yourself up for that, because you may have been in a relationship where someone was a real crazy maker. I don't talk about narcissism, I talk about crazy making. That's what I've been calling it for years, okay? That's my thing. Well, they're a crazy maker. And when you say that, it kind of helps you to say, I don't want to be crazy, all right? I don't want to be upset all the time. I want to be centered and grounded, and I want to be healthy and happy. That's your birthright, baby. It's your birthright. So go and do what you need to do to get there, okay? Because you're on your way. You really are. And you have VOLVA. I'm not going to say it because it sounds like something that I'm not supposed to say, okay? But it says prophecy, guidance, and direction 33. Christ consciousness 33 always reminds me of Christ consciousness. So you can do things in a spiritual, loving manner, but you can also stand up for yourself. And we have that with this fiery chick, okay? So here we have 33, prophecy, guidance, and direction. You are being guided by your guides, okay? It may be happening in your sleep time or in your meditation time or some of you maybe, which I hope that you are, taking the time out to be still and listen to that voice, because you're going to find what you need, okay? But you have to be still to find it. It's not like we're running around chasing something. We don't have to chase anything. That's the thing. I have never chased a guy in my life. My father taught me not to do that. And I never had a problem getting a date. I don't chase after things. We attract things, okay? We do, when we know that we are worthy, all right? Now, some of you have to promote yourself. I have to promote myself. I prefer that things come to me organically, but I'm not going to make money if I just sit and say, well, it's going to knock on my door, right? We have to promote, but we don't have to be chasing something when it's running away from us or when it's walking away from us. Let it go. Let it go and see what happens. See how things change for you. We have Ragnarok, destruction, ending, and final moment. I'm just going to say to you guys, this is a number 11. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to get angry. The lighting. See, I have so much light that comes into this house. I probably should face the other direction. But we have to stand up for ourselves. What we don't, we have to be careful. Those of you that are fire signs, I'm going to say for the Sagittarians, be really careful, because your fire may be out of control, and you don't want to cause things to burn down to the ground, okay? So 11 is an angelic message for you. Yeah, you might be angry about a few things, but ground and center yourself. Get the help that you need. Seek therapy. The dreamer. Visions, trance, and apparitions. Some of you are going to receive your answers in your dream time, because you've been so... they stir certain people will stir the whirlpool, I call it, okay? They'll stir the whirlpool and they'll ask you to jump in. Don't jump in, because it's becoming a cesspool, right? That's the analogy I thought of when I had to change my life many years ago. I said, everybody's asking me to be like them and jump into their whirlpool and be a part of that. Did I want to help them? Of course I did. I have that in me as someone who has a calling to help people to heal. But I'm not going to enable anybody. And I'm not going to jump into their mess. That's the difference. We jump into their messes, and I've done that over and over again. It's really hard when it's a family member or the best friend, it's a lover, whatever it is. You get sucked into their stuff, and it isn't yours. It's not yours. Oofa. Oofa. I'm bored Italian. Fairy godmother. That's what I used to call myself. I'm your fairy godmother when I wear my crown. And revelation, discovery, and epiphany. Wow. Like the light bulb's going to go off, right? And you're going to realize, I didn't need to do all this crazy stuff. I didn't need to run the way I was running. I had to stay still and move forward with grace and love and release it all, okay? She who laughs, humor, perspective, and mirth. 30. Now I have my girlfriends, I gotta tell you, there's nothing like sisterhood as far as I'm concerned. Or for guys, brotherhood, okay? My girlfriends and I laugh, okay? At the silly things that we got wrapped up in, or how we're feeling today. We have to bring humor to things. And I do that also. I've always been like that. And you know, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to laugh. And, you know, even when you're grieving, if you have a moment of laughter, that's good for you. It is. And you shouldn't feel shame for that if you're grieving someone and you're still once in a while able to laugh, because it's good for your heart. So maybe watch a comedy, but make yourself feel better by getting the healing that you